You want to scoot closer to me? Okay, hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. Um, I am here with the lovely woman who raised me. This is my mom. And this last Mother's Day, I'm not sure if we should wait for more people to get in, but maybe I can just repeat myself. But this last Mother's Day, we found out that we had a leak underneath our house. But yeah, uh, maybe you can help me fill in the gaps. I'm doing some stuff on my computer just to see if the live stream's working. Okay. Yeah, just checking our internet speeds. Yeah. So I'm actually outside right now with my mom. And hold on just a second. Just a second. Hello. Hi Terry. Thank you for joining. Thanks for waving.
Hi, Terry.
Hello Melissa. I'm sure you guys haven't really seen me in a while. It's very rarely that I'm on YouTube, but unless it's something really important. So this is my mom,
Hi, everyone.
and Friday the 9th, you discovered that we had an issue, right?
I had an astronomical water bill that reached up to $550 for 1 month, and I was beside myself, wondering why is my bill so high. And I contacted the city, and they said, "Well, you've used a lot of gallons." But and during the last month, I've been like afraid to take showers, afraid to do the dishes, so I couldn't understand why my bill was so high. And so they wanted me to check the water meter numbers to see if they were increasing even with all the water off in the main house. And to my surprise, we were using a gallon of water every 7 minutes with everything off.
That's a lot of water. So just to clarify, we would like go in the house because there's like a tap or a line that you can turn off or on, and yeah, so we turned the water line off within the house, and then we checked the water meter, and we were still running into huge astronomical issues. And so we're actually sitting out here right now because we want to show you guys. I hope you guys can hear me okay, but we want to show you guys what it looks like now. So this is our front yard. um it is it is just like destroyed. They had to like move a lot of this stuff, and um that's because when we called Any Hour, the plumbing company, to come out and give us an estimate for how much it would cost to like fix, um after tearing it up, they realized that they did the plumbing like totally against code. Like there were pipes going everywhere. There was a pipe going like straight down, and apparently that's wrong. I'm not a plumber, so I don't really know, but I believe what they say. And they were giving us some options. They're like, well, in order to fix this, we would have to like repair these pipes, take them out, and put them in, and that would mean that we have to tear up some of the foundation of your house. We have to tear up the porch and do all these crazy things. And then what did you say?
I was like really nervous about how much it was going to cost. So they actually gave me different suggestions as to how to go about it. And the more reasonable approach was to reroute the whole line instead of going underneath the porch where the leak was probably there. And they also said there was no guarantee that that would actually fix it. So with rerouting it, they were confident that that would solve the problem without any issues.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So that makes sense why we went with that option. But we have homeowners insurance, obviously, and it's kind of been a battle for just back and forth trying to make sure they have everything that they need, like photos and documentation and questions of how long did you know this was going on and all this crazy stuff. And yeah, what was that like? What was that whole process like?
Well, the fine line, it said because it was a utility line that it was not covered. That was the last word that was given to me today. So
Yeah. Yeah. So
I had my guy from Any Hour talk to the adjuster at the homeowner's insurance, and still it was a no go. So I got the news today.
yeah.
So it was not. I was really sad.
Yeah, and especially, when you buy insurance and you expect to be good and to be covered, but you don't read all the fine details of everything that they cover, and everything is so by the book with these guys that if there's no damage done to your home, they're not gonna give you a cent. And so it's like, what is this then? You have pipes going to your home. Is that not a part of your home? Is that property insurance? Like, what is that? It's just, it's ridiculous. And these hoops that you have to go through in order to just get answers is actually insane. And so finding that out was like difficult, because it's like my mom here, she's got tons of bills. She's got tons of like just like health issues too, and it's like to cover this all, it's just been like a headache. And I'm surprised that she's as calm as she is. When she told me over the phone that she just kind of casually mentioned, she was like, yeah, we actually have to pay this $12,000 bill. I was like, what? That's insane. Yeah. But I don't know. How do you feel? How do you feel for this upcoming year? Because I don't think I mentioned, since we have to take on the responsibility of paying this ourselves, we're going through Any Hour with like some sort of payment plan. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, they offered no interest for and no payment for a year if we were to pay the balance off. But once that year expires, then it goes to a monthly payment, but at 15.49% on the $12,000, which is, I'm sure, is going to be high.
There's a bug on me. I'm sorry.
But
There's a
it's like
big bug.
another expense that I have to try to figure out. But I'm at a point where I feel like I'm trying to claw my way out of this deep hole that I'm in, and I can't get any kind of reprieve.
Yeah.
Especially, what's surprising with the utility bill that came, and it's like, okay, now what do I have to do in order to cut? And Carson's been wonderful. He's been very supportive, and they're helping me out. But there's only so much we can do.
I'm confused. Home insurance won't pay for this. Yeah, we were confused too. Like, it turns out that the water pipes connected from the city to your home is not a part of your home. And that's the frustrating part. And then the other frustrating part on top of that is the way that it was plumbed was going to just no doubt be an issue for whoever lived here 20 years from now, where the pipes fail. And so from the start, it's like we had this bad omen. and and then on top of all that, the city knows about this. And so the city knows that Eagle Mountain has terrible plumbing, and they know that the plumbers rush their jobs to finish these houses. And then on top of that, just 3 months ago, they said, "Hey, we're not going to put a ceiling on your water bill anymore. You're going to pay for every single cent." And so now we're having to pay for all these overages. And so that's actually how you first noticed, right?
Yeah.
Because it was like they removed the ceiling off of this, and so with the ceiling gone, that's how we were first aware. With how long this problem has been going on, it's kind of just like up for interpretation. Like, we have no idea. It could have been like a whole year, but yeah, because the city was like, yeah, let's remove the ceiling off of this, and they probably have their reasons. But in order to pay for this out of pocket, out of nowhere, and to basically have everyone, I don't know, it kind of just feels like we're being cornered right now. Really.
Funny thing too is that I saw a city guy here on the street the morning they were getting ready to dig up a hole, and I mentioned to him what was happening, and all he did was laugh. And he says, "Yep, it's known to be out here to have this kind of problem with the houses. So beware, people living in Eagle Mountain, it's going to happen." So I check your insurance coverage with your homeowners, do something, or start saving money, because these houses out here in that were first built out here are 20 years old now. So
Yeah. Susie says the city should be paying for the plumbing if it's their pipe. Yeah. Like, what is up with that? If the plumbing isn't a part of our property, technically, according to the insurance, why do we have to pay for it? It doesn't actually make any sense at all. The only thing you can do is start a GoFundMe. Yes, and that's exactly what we did do. I was actually getting all my camera gear in order and realized that some of the stuff was not capable of like quickly like putting something together. So we decided to go on live stream. That's the whole purpose of this. So we can attach this video after it's all fully done and posted, and attach that to the GoFundMe for anyone else that's kind of wondering or has any more questions. And then by the time this video is over, there's going to be a link in the description if there isn't one already. And you can click that to donate. And I would encourage you all, please, if you have like a few extra dollars, find that link in the description, and we urge you to click that and just donate whatever you can. Obviously, we don't want you to be in the situation that we're in, so don't jeopardize your income. But if you do have that extra money to donate, we would highly encourage it.
and I would just be so happy and so touched. And I know Carson has a lot of viewers, and he's been nothing but supportive. And I appreciate it.
Oh,
I'm trying to stay strong.
don't cry. You're gonna make me cry.
But this will work out too somehow.
It will.
It will.
Yeah, it will. You got this. We got this. We're in this together. We're all in this together.
It just sucks that it has to be like this, especially in this day and age when everything is so expensive. And I'm just trying to make things work out. I'm trying to make ends meet, and it is so hard. So anything that you can give would be very much appreciated. And if I could give you all virtual hugs, I will.
Well, I wasn't intending this for it to be a sob story. But I appreciate all 18 of you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Shoot, I'm like totally at a loss for words. It's just like my mom is currently working at Walmart as a cashier, and I am currently doing my best at the company that I work at. And on top of that, I'm doing my best to pick up freelance work. And it's just like putting all this effort in just to survive.
I know it's so hard.
But you're so strong.
And me and Carson have a good time. We like to laugh.
Yeah, we laugh it off. We'll probably be making jokes about this later, talking about how we're just a bunch of crybabies. But I mean, like, that's what you have to do, right? You know, when times get hard, if you can't really change anything about your situation, you can allow yourself some time to grieve and to be emotional, and then it's time to get to work. And you just got to do what you can.
Just got to sacrifice. Got to do whatever you can in order to make it work.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know everyone else here is probably going through their own hardships as well. I think we're all in this together. Um yeah. It's just stressful, isn't it? It's just like, you know, you can only plan for what you know, and you can never like truly see something like this coming.
Nope.
And then you can plan to to have insurance,
Yeah.
and you can plan that people do their jobs honestly and they plumb houses correctly, and then you can plan that the city is going to have your best interest in mind.
No, they want their money.
And then it's just like, on top of all everything else that's going on, it's just really hard. I'm reading some of the comments. Does the city have an emergency loan plan? We have one that you don't need to pay back. The city is only responsible for water lines when they leave the property. If the GoFundMe doesn't work, maybe see if a home equity line of credit, HELOC, has better interest rate than the plumber. I think that's a really good option, and I think we're gonna weigh in all of our options, and we're gonna be looking at everything that we can do, things that we can sell, things that we can rent, shifts that we can pick up, freelance work gigs that we can get. But I think the most important thing is that we have each other, and if there's anything that I would urge for people watching this now, especially in the Eagle Mountain area, is that we don't want you to be like us. We want you to be aware of what your insurance covers. We want you to know that the city knows that this is going on, and we want you to know that you, despite all this, they're gonna laugh in your face, and no one has your back except your mom.
Family
Family's got your back.
and friends.
Yeah.
So,
But I just got here, but I used to work for a large HVAC and plumbing company. I have advice. Well, any advice would be very helpful. Feel free to leave a comment, or I think my email is up on my YouTube channel page. So if you want to send me an email there, that works. But I think that's it, you know. We can only ask that you can give us what you can, and to just see us as individuals that really need to lean on their community right now. But I think we're gonna end it here. The water bill is 12. Well, no, it's not 12K, but it felt like it.
no.
No, the water bill itself was actually, was it $550?
$550 for 1 month.
Yeah, each month it was $550.
But the repairs for all of this is $12,000 to fix the main line, water line into the house.
Yeah. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for being here. I know I haven't been very present on my YouTube channel, but I've just been really busy, and making videos is my dream. It's my passion. I love telling stories, and I'm so thankful that all of you are here, that you're supporting me, and that you've been following along. Josh Cantu, Nick Grin, Devin Carroll, Doug Bishop, all those guys. I know where this huge, amazing community comes from. I just want to thank you guys for supporting them and supporting me. And I'm just so happy that all of you guys are here.
I'm so grateful.
And Chaos
too.
Divers and Depths of History
Yeah.
and Adam Brown Adventures and Adventures with Nug. What is that? Is that his channel? It's Nug's Adventures. Nug. Yeah, I'm just. Oh, no, he's gonna kill me. I better get it right. He's going to kill me. Hold on. Yes, all of you guys. Oh my gosh, he's going to kill me. Can someone name drop it? What is it? He gave me a challenge coin too. Adventure Exploring with Nug. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Yes, Exploring with Nug. Yes, all of you guys. I know you guys are all familiar with those guys. And I know how excellent of a community you guys are. And yeah, I just really appreciate everyone that's here and everyone who even took the time to jump into my live stream this late at night to hear our story. And at the very least, I would really like it if you guys could check out the GoFundMe, donate what you can, and I would really appreciate it if you could just share it. Or when this video is posted, if you could just share this video. That would be immensely amazing if you could.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. I hope everyone has a good night. Thank you so much. Can you send me the GoFundMe? So after I end the live stream, the GoFundMe is going to be in the description down below. Let me go ahead and just link it right here in the comment section if I can. It's been a while since I have done a live stream. I hope this works. Yes. So that will take you to the GoFundMe if you are able to donate. Oh my gosh, Mary, thanks for being here. Thank you.
Thanks, Mary.
Thank you. Okay, well, anyways, goodbye, everyone. Thank you
Good
so
night.
much. Good night.